Ulalele Ifly FM, taking youth places.
Fly FM, taking youth places. Nisahleli nami zithando zami, Akeelah Juma, and the highly anticipated part of the show has finally come. We have been graced by the presence of the one and only Laeeqah Adam. How are you doing on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Hi Akeelah, thank you so much for having me on air. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, especially with the busy schedule, festive season. So Jay, we really appreciate the little time that you're able to make to be informative with us and talk about all things business. So Laeeqah, please do give a little introduction for maybe of our listeners who don't know who Laeeqah Adam is.
Okay, so Laeeqah Adam is a small business owner based in Durban, Phoenix. I offer a wide range of custom gifting, bespoke gifting, printing, and a whole lot of other things. I offer services to businesses, corporate gifting, and so much more.
Wow, she's a versatile. She's a package. All things that you want, you can get it at with Laeeqah Adams. So let's jump straight into it. What inspired you to start your business, and why this particular industry?
So basically, when I started Gel Customs and Gifting, it was originally known as the Artsy Corner. I started it in 2021 when I was writing trials, matric.
Hi, Bo.
And
you busy thinking about innovative things during matric.
Of course.
Okay.
So basically, I have a niche for creating things, making things, breaking things. I love creating and working with my hands.
Nice.
Hence the reasoning behind my business. And at the time, I noticed that those personalized keychains with names,
yes,
those were a hit, but they were hit overseas, and I never saw anybody decide doing it. So I said, no, let me take a chance. Let me try and see where it takes me. And that's how it started off. It started off with keychains, basically in my bedroom. And I had a whole lot of suppliers and stuff. And a lot of people at the time also, they weren't replying. They're skeptical. We're taking risk. You don't know if businesses are legit. And, at the end of the day, there's money involved as well. But I found a supplier who offered me what I needed, and then I found another supplier to help me with printing.
Nice.
And we took it from there. But then I felt like working with people and finding suppliers became a little difficult, especially with printing, because you're looking for a specific type of something, but they can't provide it. Hence why I saved up. I managed to get myself a small vinyl machine, the Cricut vinyl machine, the Cricut Joy. And then that's where it started off. So with the Cricut, it allowed me to cut vinyl stickers and so much more. Hence why I did the keychains, I did frames, I came up with new ideas.
That's a lot at matric. That's a lot at matric. Wow, absolutely amazing, man.
Thank you.
So how do you balance your entrepreneurial responsibilities with your personal life, right? We know that having a business in general is very demanding. So how do you navigate that balance between the two things?
So obviously my business comes first before myself, because my business is what helps other people make people feel special.
That's
so
lovely.
Hence why the moment I'm up, I'm seeing to customers, responding to messages, seeing to designs. Normally what I do is the night before, when the whole nation is asleep, I'm working, designing, getting things ready to send out the moment my eyes open. Once I'm up, I sort all of that out. I see to my personal life, and in between I juggle, here and there. But there's always a lot of inquiries. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll be getting messages like 10:30 and stuff. But obviously we see to everybody that needs assistance, and I give people what they're looking for. It's not a situation where people are messaging me and like, I need this, but I'm giving them something different. Everything is made according to what the customer wants, literally down to the details. If they don't want a full stop, that full stop's not going to be there.
It's not going to be there.
It's not going to be there.
That's amazing, man. Your personal life is demanding. Do you never find a clash with your personal life and your business? Like the navigating between the two, because you're also a mom, we can't dispute the fact that my mistake, the fact that you also you're a family orientated person. Do you never find a clash with the things that you need to do and also with your business?
Sometimes I do, in the event of there being all of a sudden emergencies.
Things like that.
Sick, but I push myself. I always make a plan. If I have to be at, let's say, for example, last year, my dad was in hospital. I needed to be at the hospital from certain time to certain time. I was waking up, and in between those visiting hours, I was working. I was taking orders with me and asking people to please meet me at the hospital, handing over orders.
Oh my
doing that kind of thing, but I still
served.
I still served and gave people what they needed, So I show up for my people.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. What matter, they give me what I have. Gel Customs and Gifting is not like Akeelah Customs and Gifting is her clients, her customers, her new people, everybody.
That's absolutely amazing. We love that you actually like put your customers first and you take them into consideration, and it's a very admirable thing that you're able to like navigate that balance. It's absolutely amazing. So what skills or knowledge do you wish that you had and acquired about before starting your business, like things that you wish that you knew before venturing onto your business?
So honestly, given the fact that I am a creative, I love creating things and stuff, I had the necessary knowledge before starting because I was watching a lot of videos, a lot of reels, people, giving tutorials, and I was like, okay, I need this or I need that. So I built my knowledge before I just jumped into it. And obviously with time and experience, I grew and I was able to learn new things along the way, and I still continue learning. I still learn that, this doesn't work that way, or that's not according to this time or temperature or whatever, but I'm always learning, always making mistakes, but that's how we grow.
That's good, man. That's good. We definitely like that, and I feel like it's a very good thing there that you mentioned that you knew and you did your research prior to you actually like starting your business, that you were watching the reels, you knew what was required for you in order for you to give your clients what they want, which is an absolutely admirable thing. What would you say has been the biggest challenge you faced as a young entrepreneur, considering the time that you started it at Matric? So what would you say that has been like the biggest challenge that you faced and you had to overcome, and walk us through that process?
So basically my biggest challenge from the time I started up until this very day is probably exposure. I'd say exposure because I don't really have the time to market, but the fact that I'm up in the morning designing, talking to customers, working on orders, printing, there's a lot of back and forth also with customers when it comes to artwork. Sometimes they want to tweak something here, something there, so my time goes, like it just goes like that. And then during the exclamation mark traffic hour, peak hour of social media, I tend to miss that time when people are online and checking stuff, and I only remember late at night when I'm in bed, like, shoot, I was supposed to post.
There's something that you're supposed to do.
And I never post. So I would say that also social media is somewhat of a gamble, like TikTok. TikTok, it will give you your exposure on certain stuff, but like it just blows up all of a sudden, and then some things that you think are going to go viral just doesn't. So it's a bit of a gamble between social media and trying to get exposure. And then even with like new business owners, like the small micro business owners, there's a lot of competition and people that basically start the business overnight. So when they do that, they're ripping off the market. They've got ridiculously low prices, which makes it hard for me.
Competing with that,
Yes, it makes it hard for me. And then also sometimes you get smaller resellers. I would love to assist them, but sometimes it also becomes very difficult given the fact that, again, there's a lot of communication and you have a middle person that doesn't understand how printing works. They just like, okay, there's this business, they're printing these things, there's an opportunity for me. But they fail to realize there's a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth. You always have to be attending to customers. There's never a chance you get a break. So that's where my problem comes in. But other than that, we're navigating around it, and I'm trying to assist people wherever I can.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I heard there that you also, like you mentioned, like the middle people. So what I'm grasping from your answer is that everybody in the process is important. Everybody plays a vital role, and it's important for them to do it to the best of their ability in order for you to give the clients exactly what they want, which is a beautiful thing, man. So did you receive any form of support from your social circle, considering the time that you did or you started your business was at Matric? I'm highlighting that because like I feel like a lot of matriculants are very skeptical at some times of what they want to do, and especially the time that they want to do it. So was your social circle supportive of this? That okay, she's good, she wants to start a business.
No, I had very supportive people around me at the time. I would say my Matric year towards the end became a bit challenging. Also, like, with friends that's breaking apart, they're going their own separate way. But when it came to my family, they were my rock. My parents supported me through everything up until this very day. My parents will take me around to do errands, running around. My father will pick up stock, things like that.
That's
but
nice.
They are very supportive. Even my uncles, cousins, everybody, whatever adverts I have to put out, they don't hesitate. The moment I post it, the next minute it's up. So I have very, very supportive people around me. So thankfully, that's the good part. And then even my fiance on the other end, he, I would say, is my rock.
Yes.
I trouble this boy so much.
Which woman doesn't though?
No,
Honestly.
But when it comes to the business, I trouble him so much. The moment he comes home from work, sometimes he can't even walk in the house. Like, no, I need to go here. I need to go to Kenobi. I need to get this, that, and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay, come on, Likes, let's go. You know, he never tells me no. So I'm very appreciative for those three.
Yeah, that's lovely. We love the fact that they're supportive and they're even here showing support. So a big shout out to them. What are some of maybe the pros and cons of being in a partnership for you, or that maybe you have experienced in throughout the whole process of JNL Customs and Gifting?
So in terms of the pros in partnership, I would say that the pros, you have extra helping hands, you have more ideas, more feedback. And then obviously when it comes to funds as well, you have somebody that's there willing to lend that extra funds, maybe to get another machine or to get something and offer new ideas, you know. But in terms of my cons, I would say there's more cons in terms of pros. Reason being, sometimes there can be mixed communication. Say, for example, if a customer messages a middle party to order from me, they don't know that I'm the one making the item, and then the small business or whoever's in between is trying to market it off as their own. So they, again, don't have the understanding of what's required. And they just get a customer, then message, hi, I want a mug printed. This is the pictures I want on it. And then they'll just forward it to me. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. There's a process. You need to know when the mug is required for, how many pictures the customer is looking to put on it, what sizes the customer wants, what information the customer wants on it. They are able to put information, names, pictures. It's honestly up to them. I have a blank canvas and I can work on anything. But again, my middle party people, they don't understand that. They think, no, you know, let's just take a picture, send it to her, she'll print it, it's all done. And sometimes I've had issues where we have a customer that's requiring a specific something, and then the middle party assumes that I can do it, and they give an answer for me, but when they message me, I can't. I'm like, no, we can't do that. This is how it is. For example, let's say gold, right? When you print gold, it doesn't print gold, it prints more of a yellow. But the middle party people will say, you know what, we can print gold. But then when the customer gets it, they're like, no, but I asked for gold, this is yellow. I'm like,
and then that's a problem.
So it's a problem that falls back on me, because it makes it seem like I'm lacking, but my middle party didn't understand or didn't even inquire, you know.
On that point about your middle party, do you think that maybe that's something that business young entrepreneurs can grasp on, to make sure that like every person involved in the business receives that necessary training and, you know, all those insights and the small details? Because we can look at it as a minor thing, that, you know, that information about the gold, but do you think that's like something that young business owners need to like shed light on, that everybody needs to be trained?
Yeah, no, totally. Because any business, you don't know how it works unless you are in the field, making mistakes, taking that risk and doing what you got to do. So like with me, it's my business, I'm the one behind it, I'm the one running it. If I make a mistake, I'm responsible for that. But if I have a middle party that makes a mistake, they're trying to hold me accountable, because they don't want to take the bashing for it, you know, because they're trying to build and start up. That is why more often than not, I advise people, it's not so easy for me to become a reseller towards, you know, small businesses or ask them to like, you know, resell and stuff. That is why I try to do it on my own. Again, it's my dream. I'm the one that's working towards it. I'm the one that's the creative, you know, I'm pushing, but that middle party might not be the one that's dreaming. They're just looking to make a few extra bucks, you know. So it becomes difficult for me.
So like, do you find like maybe a problem with that? Like, what does your criteria look like how a solution to this problem with having those middle party people not giving their best? What can you say that like is a maybe short-term solution so we can fix that problem?
So in terms of short-term solution, I would suggest before they just start to advertise and say that they are a small business that offers bespoke gifting, maybe reach out to me. I can try and assist you in a sense where like I teach you this is what's required, and I work strictly on a payment confirms order basis. The reason being, these are custom orders. If somebody decides, you know what, I don't want it anymore, there's nothing that I can do. I can't resell it to somebody else, because there's pictures, there's names and stuff involved. It's a loss for me. But other businesses, they take on the orders without payment and they expect me to make those bins. I'm like, no, I can't. You know, there was a time when I just started off, it was somebody that I was schooling with. He messaged, he wanted a Spotify frame, everything. And then I was like, no, I work on a payment conforms order basis. He's like, no, I promise you I'm going to take it, yada, yada. You went on and on.
Yeah.
So I made that exception, but thankfully I never started the order.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 days later, he messages me. He's like, no, I don't want it anymore, my
That's
girlfriend.
a
And
problem.
I broke up. I was like,
Wait,
no.
Yo, that's
But
messy.
thankfully I didn't start it. So that is why I say I work strictly on a payment confirms order basis. If I don't receive payment, I unfortunately cannot process the order, no matter who it is.
I feel like young entrepreneurs who want to venture onto this, I hope that you guys are listening and are being highly attentive to this, because she's giving us all the real things. She's not filtering anything. She's giving us the real talk, the pros and cons. So you guys are there with a pen and paper and being equipped on what's happening. Why this particular business? You could have done anything else. Why the gifting and the customization?
So basically, I would say I'm a creative for almost anything. I'm also a henna artist on the side. I take appointments in between. I do what I gotta do. I love creating, making, drawing, all of that. So I would say it's my field of passion, hence why I chose this path. And it's something that I understand, something that works well for me, something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy sitting and designing. Sometimes when I don't have customers' designs to do, I'll sit and I'll try to change my logo around, try to make new adverts, do these kind of things. Because I genuinely enjoy designing and creating. I love the fun, colorful stuff. Even when I was in school, I could never have a page with just blue writing. There was always different colors.
Oh, I can see you, the girl with the many highlighters.
No, not many highlighters, but I like things to look fun, I think when it's fun, that's when you remember. That's when you have this image in your head. You know what? This is what it's meant to look like.
Yeah.
This is how I want it to be. So it's a thing of creating this image and this visual in your mind.
That's beautiful, man. So what do you wish to do with your business? Like the attachment maybe that you have to do with your business. Like what's your intention? What do you wish that JL Customs can grow and be into?
So currently, I am getting married in December. So it's right now it's a bit difficult for me, so I'm just waiting for the wedding to surpass and go by, and thereafter I plan on getting into corporate gifting. I plan on making JL Customs and gifting bigger. I want an office. I want to cater for everybody. I want to cater for businesses, corporate gifting, big people, even the people that's looking to give something sentimental to their loved ones. I'm willing to cater for everybody. I don't want to become one of those businesses that only works on a minimum of like 10 or 20 orders. If you want one, I'm going to give you one. I want to cater for everybody.
And obviously, to make it big.
Yes, we want to make it big. So next year, that's going to be my goal, growing JL Customs and gifting and trying to get myself out there, giving people what they want.
That's beautiful, man. I feel like the first step, you're holding your first pearl, you're here at Fly FM, and our intention here is only to do one thing, and it's to take youth places. It's really admirable what you're doing. So we have many listeners, many young maybe business owners who are listening from back home. What advice would you like to give them? Something that you wish that somebody told you prior to you starting your business?
So basically, when it comes to entrepreneurs, even when I was in school, I always told everybody, even if people were my friend at the time, they would know this. I always said I'm never going to work for somebody else to make their pockets richer when I can do that for myself. The same effort, working for a set salary. But along the lines, obviously, after school, you try, you make a plan. The business wasn't doing so grand, So eventually, I found 2 jobs. One was at a call center. I absolutely I couldn't. I just couldn't. It wasn't my field. But the people that I worked with were amazing. They were supportive. They supported my business, Eventually, I ended up leaving. When I left, I started JL Customs and gifting again. But because I left and there was that break, I lost clientele. So I had to start all over, start fresh, Then eventually I started working again. Lost my chance again. But that also never worked out for me. So that's when I took a risk. And obviously with the support of my parents, they stood behind me. They said, you know what, let's take this risk. And they took that risk with me. And that's how JL Customs and Gifting was founded instead of Artsy Corner. So that's when I got my printers, my heat presses, all of my stock. Started off small, learned, looked into new items and bought like one of each thing to start off. And then that's how JL Customs and Gifting was born. And if you don't take the risk, you will never know.
Yes.
If you have an idea, if you are a creative, or if you have something that you love doing, run with it. Run with it, because we're living in a world where people require things. Sometimes it may not be on the market. I always look at this thing where I use Rihanna as an example, right?
Yes.
I'm like, Rihanna could have said, you know what, makeup exists, I don't need Fenty.
Real.
But Rihanna still went and she started Fenty, and Fenty is growing. So it's a matter of you having the drive. It's your gift. It's what you can make for people, what you can do for people, and that's how you run with it. So entrepreneurs, I'd advise, with your dreams and ideas, run with it. Take those timed and planned risks. Don't just fall into the deep end and then you can't swim out. Have plans, have backups, things that you can do, and then you don't only have to have one idea and work with that one idea. Like myself, I have gel customs and gifting, but on the side I'm still a henna artist. I still make that extra money.
Versatile.
I still take on appointments, bridal appointments, everything. I try, and I'm still looking for new ideas, new businesses, new ventures I want to kick off.
Hey, a big shout out to you, man. She is doing big things. She's doing big things, and you are versatile. So I grasped something in what you said, right, in your answer. You said that like you had many breaks. I really want to touch on that. We're not going to be for too long, but I really want to know that feeling of giving up. It's something that we always face. And I want to know, how did you overcome that feeling of giving up? Like, how did you navigate yourself with because you started and then you had a break and then you felt like you needed to continue. What made you want to continue?
So basically, when it comes to my break, when I started working, I felt such a detachment from my business. I'll still have people messaging me, hi, I'm looking for this, that, and whatever. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm at work. I can't talk to you right now. I can't provide right now. I don't have the time to do it when I go back home. I had a back-to-back schedule. But I realized, this is what I love doing. Why must I work in a field of something that I don't enjoy doing? And that's what I said, I'm gonna leave work, I'm gonna focus on my business, and I'm gonna take it from there. And ever since, all thanks to God, I started to grow, and I continue growing. My busiest times, I would say, is like Valentine's, Mother's Day, and Father's Day, including Christmas, because that's the time I get a lot of new exposure. And then, obviously with the adverts going out, people looking for like large quantities of gifts to give their whole family and stuff. That's when a friend tells a friend, and a friend tells another friend, and then that's how we grow, So I realized what I needed, and I ran with it.
That's absolutely beautiful. So you guys heard it here first. Laeeqah Adam is saying, if you have a dream, don't sit on it. And do the things that need to be done. And it's easier to follow something that you're passionate about, something that you love, and something that just comes naturally. And you heard it from the one and only young entrepreneur. Any shout outs that we need to give, recommendations, or rather people who need to be acknowledged for who Laeeqah Adams is today, and also JNL Customs and Gifting? Who are those people? The people I would shout out, obviously, first, my grandparents. They're the ones guiding me from above. They're giving me everything that I have. They're helping me follow a path. And my parents, my fiance, these people, they truly are my rock. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today. If they didn't bend over backwards for me, I wouldn't be able to pursue and keep on moving. But they make those sacrifices for me. For example, during Valentine's, right? Because I'm working from home, my dining room basically became my office. So with the overwhelming orders, and I love it. I love the adrenaline. Money. Yes, I love the adrenaline. My fiance, every time I hear that sound, when you get an SMS, I'm like, money. and then in terms of that, also when it came to sleeping in the room, my orders took over my bed. I had literally nowhere to put it. It's all over the house, in the lounge, on the table, on the dining table, the freezer, the bed, the other beds. There was no place, but I love it. That is why my goal next is for me to expand and get an office or a warehouse or something of which I can work from and keep on growing. And most importantly, my clients, my customers. Gel Customs and Gifting is nothing without the people that support me. It's nothing without the people that trust me, trust the business, trust the idea.
and obviously Akeelah and Fly FM for giving me the opportunity to be here today, and also one more person, Faika. Faika is somebody that recommended me to Fly FM.
Amazing,
and
man.
That is
Amazing.
why I'd say it's connections, people that you know that know people.
Yes.
And that's how you keep on growing. And also one more person. I'm so sorry. My mother's brother, my uncle Zain, he's my backbone. If my parents are not around, I know he's the one that I can fall on. He's always there. He's always supporting me. He has his inside jokes with me and stuff. But we love the support. And I would like to thank each and every single one of you for giving me the chance, trusting in my dreams, trusting in my goals. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much.
That's lovely, man. What we're hearing from Laeeqah Adams here at Fly FM is that we aim to take youth places. Nyabona ukuthi lo msebenzi wokuthi tell a friend to tell a friend. Uyasebenza. Thank you so much for making the time to be here. We absolutely appreciate all the insights, and we definitely have to do a backtrack to see where Laeeqah is going to be. But I have trust in you. JNL Customs to the world, man.
Thank you.
Sizoke sibuye get back to the tracks. Kodwa kwamanje singizowenza nje engidume ngazo ngizonplaka ngomculo. Enjoy.